What's up, guys, and welcome to Hacking Concrete Podcast, live from the Decorative Concrete Expo in Orrville, Ohio, featuring Ryan Tomich of Victory Outdoor Services.
So we are super excited about this because of what we've gone into. So this is Ryan, and Ryan has gained a massive following on YouTube. And we want to talk to you because, you know, obviously we started the podcast. All those other reasons for doing is what just, you know, YouTube channels, Instagram, all that. So this is exciting for us to see how you did it. What made you start doing it, you know?
Yeah, so I've always been kind of a creative person, never really had that creative outlet. So I felt like I needed a creative outlet to begin with. Doing concrete work, you guys know, doing floors and some specialty type coatings and stuff, you can definitely express some creativity in that.
Yeah.
But that's still limited.
Yeah.
And I felt like I wanted to do more. So it was last winter, I really started to take a hard look at YouTube. I think a lot of people just watch YouTube.
Just last winter?
Last winter, yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so I started to take a really good hard look at YouTube. I watched some of the other channels, and I thought to myself, you know, I'm going to do this. I was pretty confident that I could do it and be successful at it. So I started to mention to people like my friends and stuff, you know, I'm going to start a YouTube channel. They're like kind of laughing at you.
Right.
Like, no, I'm serious. They're like, well, what's your goal? Well, I'm going to build an audience and try to be successful with YouTube. So I studied it through last winter, the algorithm and, you know, what to do, what not to do, what they were looking for.
Did you take any courses?
No courses at all. So then in the spring, first job of last year, just videoed it. And I promised to myself I wasn't even going to make, as everybody says when you start YouTube, you're going to put out garbage videos at first and they're going to get better and better, which is generally the case, but I didn't put out any garbage videos. I knew before I started what I was going to do, what the videos were going to look like before I put out the first video. So who
did you look at on YouTube to kind of get that idea?
That's another thing about my niche is that it's pretty limited. There's not a ton of concrete guys. There's a lot of newer guys coming in now, but at the time, even last year, there's only a handful of bigger channels in the concrete industry.
Right.
So it was a wide open door, and that's another reason that I decided to go ahead and start. But yeah, so watching like Odell and Mike Day, which I think you guys mentioned you have on your podcast here, and you know, I just determined to do it different than them.
Yeah.
You know, I definitely have a completely different style than they have, and I think that's what attracted people. It's more of a vlog type.
It is.
You know, it's what a business owner goes through on a daily basis. I introduced my family to the channel because, you know, us as concrete guys, everybody just thinks people want to see our work. Right. And they want something to relate to. Like, man, I got a wife that I need to take care of and kids that I'm raising, and this guy's just like me. I can relate to this, and that's what I was going for. Yeah. And it worked.
I think you nailed that, because when we do this too, we talk about our mistakes. We talk about our screw-ups, you know, and it happens all the time. And so it's like people can relate to that, as opposed to us being, we are the best flooring contractors ever, and we don't make any mistakes. No, we make mistakes every day, you know, and just.
Yeah, that's true too. That's one of the things that I don't do, and I promise to never do. Is like you never present yourself as somebody that you're not. You don't present yourself as some kind of expert when you're not, like a know-it-all.
That's right.
I mean, that just turns people off. When I see that in other people, it's a huge turn-off to me. Yeah. And I'm not the concrete guru. I don't know everything about concrete. I struggle out there. It's hard. You know, you have good days and bad days.
No pun intended. It's hard.
It's very hard. But then on the other hand, I also have fun with it. Yeah. And I love concrete. And one of the things I say is it's easy money. Yeah. Is it really easy money? Oh, of course not. It's a joke. Yeah. But you got to have fun with what you do. You got to love what you do.
Oh, I love that.
Yes.
I like the new truck wrap. When did you do that?
You know, when I was planning the channel, I think it was like in June or July when I bought the truck. Okay. That was the plan, is to wrap the truck.
It was, okay.
And travel in the wintertime. Yeah. Yeah. I try to plan things out ahead of time. It's, you know, it's not just like one day at a time. Yeah. Like I'm going somewhere in the future. So, and I think that's important too.
Yeah. So you had the easy money all planned, all that, and what's behind that? Like,
where did the easy money come from? I don't even remember. I started that, I think. I mean, that term has been around forever.
Yeah.
It's not like it's mine.
Yeah.
Right.
I just use it a lot, and it kind of caught on.
Yeah.
And it's a joke, you know, when you're out there struggling, it's 95 degrees, you're scrubbing hard concrete.
Well, it's obviously
You know,
sarcastic.
You look back at the
Yeah,
truck.
it's very sarcastic.
Okay, you do.
Easy
Very
money, yep.
sarcastic.
We have the other star to the channel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wish that you could turn the camera.
Yeah,
Daryl's back there.
Daryl Sr. is right behind us
That's
there.
right.
Yeah.
That's cool though. I mean, I like your channel because I watch it because we used to pour a lot more concrete than we do now. So like I just enjoy watching it. I enjoy being around it. And I watched a video the other day where you sent a full load of concrete back because you didn't like the load, you didn't like the mix. And
wow.
there's just little stuff like that when we were starting that I didn't know that you could do. Like that happened to us multiple times. Like we would just get like big, huge clods of something in the mix, and it's like really soupy or something, and we would want to send it back, but we didn't have the nerve to do it. But if we had YouTube back then, and I might have seen that back then, it would have saved me a lot of headache.
Yeah.
And I know you're just doing it, and I know you're trying to teach a little bit, but it's a lot of entertainment. That's kind of the goal of your channel, I think.
Yep.
And but I think that people learn a ton from it, even though that you might not intentionally be teaching. Because I didn't know that you could send a full, $1,500 load of concrete back to the plant and say, I don't want this.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's cool to see stuff like that though, and see it happening, and not cutting stuff like that out, Because and when we post on YouTube, I'm a little hesitant sometimes on a situation like that because you had a cold joint in that floor because of that, I think. And I don't know, like, if I necessarily want my customers to know that happened. Like, we always struggle with that, but it did happen though. There's no hiding it.
Right.
So, I mean, I guess there's no reason not to post it, but what do you think about that? How do you deal with that?
There's never been a situation where something went so wrong that I couldn't post it or I edited it out.
Yeah.
The things that I edit out are things that are not appropriate for YouTube.
Yeah.
I have a very family-friendly channel. I have a lot of kids and families that watch it, so I don't personally swear, but my guys, cuss and stuff. So I'll edit that kind of stuff out, but I've never had something go so wrong on a job that I didn't. And honestly, if something does go that wrong on a job, I'll probably post it anyway.
Oh, you should?
Yeah,
because
you should, yeah.
people are going to want to watch it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
absolutely.
Yeah, that's right.
So there's a point in time where that will happen.
Yeah.
Where it's not going to be good with my relationship with a customer.
Yeah.
But I'll never sacrifice the quality of a job. I will always make it right.
Well,
if
yeah.
something goes that bad, I'll rip something out and replace it to make that customer
That's
happy.
right.
So YouTube is fun, and it is a business.
Yeah.
But concrete is my primary business. Concrete right now is what puts food in front of my 7 kids.
Yeah.
So
That's cool. 7 kids.
yes.
That's
7.
awesome.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
I saw your daughter videoing some on your jobs recently.
Yeah, my oldest daughter, she helps out in the summer times.
That's cool. How old is she?
She just turned 19.
Cool. I like when she's there because I feel like your quality is a little bit, it goes up a little bit, and you see some of those shots that you would normally see.
yeah.
I think it's really cool when she's there.
Yeah, you can't, because I'm working. I'm
You can't
part of
do
the
it so
crew,
much.
and I can only video and get the
Yeah.
shots that I can get. So when she's there, I'll tell her, get this shot.
Yeah.
And she's learned, so now she gets it all on her own, and she's become really good at it, actually.
Yeah, it's been fun
She's
to watch
learning.
the quality. Like whenever you just know when she's there because you get these these shots of concrete coming down the chute that you otherwise wouldn't get because
Right.
you're out there screeding.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. I think it's cool though that people don't think of concrete people as tech savvy people. So like what you're doing it's pretty complicated. So how did you figure it out?
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not super tech savvy. But I'm not ignorant either.
I saw.
So I'm kind of in the middle.
Yeah.
I have enough confidence to try stuff.
Okay, to figure it out.
And that's where a lot of like old school guys, they just won't dive into it because it just seems so overwhelming.
Yeah.
And it can be to a point. But if you really get into it and you concentrate on something, most of these guys here at this show, they're smart guys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People have this idea that concrete guys are like Stone Age morons, and that is not the case. Some of these guys are incredibly intelligent.
Yep.
Yes.
Very savvy. There's a
Case
lot
in
of
point
very
right here,
savvy,
Daryl, right here.
That's
very savvy people. But we get busy and we get stuck into doing the things that we've always done the same way. And it is like you have to decide to put the effort into it. And if you want to learn something, you can learn it. And I really wanted to learn it.
That's
so you dive in and you watch videos and you read articles, you read blogs, and you just learn how to do it.
Yeah.
So, and I I understood that there could be a really big benefit to it.
Yeah.
And that's why I put a lot of effort into it, because I knew right away going in that because of that huge open door of not having a lot of concrete channels on the platform, that there was room for somebody to really grow big and grow pretty fast.
Yeah.
And there still is.
Yeah, there
still is.
Definitely.
Yes.
And again, I think you grew fast because of the honesty, because of the here it is. This is what it is, as opposed to sets and getting everything perfect, and it just worked.
Yeah, I think it did.
That's one thing with YouTube, especially in the construction industry. People think you need a videographer, and you guys. So I watched a couple of your videos last night, like great video quality.
Thanks.
But like for me, I think people appreciate like the raw nature of the videos, because it makes people feel like they're on the job site. Because when you're on the job site, like you're not getting these cinematic, beautiful views, you know, with music playing and all that. Like it's raw. It feels like you're sweating. I mean, there's like moisture on the camera lens, and it feels like you're sweating. You know what I mean?
That's right.
I think that's what people like too. Is it makes them feel like they're part of the crew.
It's funny you say that, because I record all of our stuff while I'm doing the work. So like I have like 3 GoPros, and I carry that camera around, and I'll pick it up and sit it down, and I'll, you know, we were talking about this recently, and I kind of feel like maybe I need to like dial it back and make it seem like a little more raw, like for it to be, you know, to make better videos. I think that's what YouTube wants. They want it. They don't want it to look like a production company did it. They want to know that you're doing it. And I think sometimes I don't know. I kind of wonder that if we need to make our videos more raw and have more live audio from the job site and things like that. Kind of watching your video kind of led me to maybe think maybe we should kind of go that direction. Watching your stuff, try to like lean more towards people, you know, hearing more what's happening on the job site instead of me making this like really pretty video.
Yeah, I think that's, like I said, it worked for me.
Yeah.
I think it was part of my success. Whether it works for you, I don't know. I can scratch a camera lens, and I can get you halfway there.
Yeah, that's right.
Half of my videos are done with a scratch camera lens.
I hate that.
Because I wear a camera in my head, and I use that one a lot. And I trash cameras like every other week. I can't even like tell you how much money I've spent on cameras.
That's funny. You know, you can change the lens.
What's that?
You can change the lens cap.
No, you can't. Not on those.
Oh, on the 360 you can't. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's funny. That's hysterical. But yeah, it's fun though. I don't think people realize how tech savvy you are though, because I was watching you edit some stuff, and I noticed that like you're not using iMovie.
No,
you're using Final Cut.
Yeah.
And like that can be really intimidating to use.
Yeah.
And I just think it's cool that you make the effort to really like get to do the best.
Yeah, man. Like there's been videos that I've recorded. I won't put out a video unless I think it's a good video.
Yeah.
Like I just, when I view a video that I just made or I'm in the process of making, I'm thinking about the audience. Like I'm not thinking about, you know, I just need to put a video out. I need those videos 3 times a week or 4 times a week or whatever. I want to put a good video out for people to watch and enjoy.
Yeah.
I honestly think if you put a couple bad videos out, I think you can take a channel and turn people away.
I think you can.
I'm going to keep my quality up every single video. I'm really committed to that.
You think quality is more important than being consistent?
I think it's both.
What's your schedule? Do you have a schedule?
In the summertime, I was putting out 4 or 5 a week.
Yeah.
So in the wintertime, I'm doing like 2 a week generally. The content, because I live in the frozen tundra of Wisconsin, it's definitely harder to come by.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
How was it traveling around and working with other people this winter? So you traveled around just to make content.
Yes.
And you met with a few people, like the concrete pump channel, Muddy Feet. Muddy Feet.
It's Jeff out there in Texas.
So how was that?
That was great. So when growing up, like my family didn't have much money. We didn't really travel anywhere. I basically been in Wisconsin and Illinois, and I think that was about it. So, you know, just having some extra money through the business and stuff, and having the YouTube channel, I figured I was going to go ahead and travel. And it was personally a lot of fun for me.
Yeah.
Seeing a whole bunch of different states.
Yeah.
That I've never seen, seeing landscape. Like I've never seen a mountain. I've still never seen an ocean. I haven't.
Really?
No, I have never seen an ocean. I had never seen a mountain until we went to Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And it was awesome for me personally, and then to make connections all across the country, and make friends all across the country.
Yeah.
Like I can reach out to guys, you know, in most places across the country right now, and I have friends. You know
That's
what I mean?
awesome.
I have friends that I can go have dinner with. We can talk.
Yeah.
You know, the concrete industry, and we're like a brotherhood, and I'm not talking about a union.
Yeah.
I'm talking about we all relate to each other. We know what we go through. We're like automatic friends as soon as we start talking.
Yeah, that's right.
You know
That's
what I
true.
mean?
That's the way it
You
is.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I got friends all across the country now, and it was for YouTube. I was just trying to put out some content, keep the channel afloat,
Yeah.
and enjoy myself at the same time.
Cool.
So for the channel, it wasn't like a big success.
Yeah.
I definitely spent more money than I made this winter.
Yeah.
But I think it accomplished the goal of keeping people interested in the channel.
Yeah, definitely.
And then giving the audience something to watch, keep them interested, and you know, ready for spring, ready to go here in
Yeah.
April again.
That's cool. That's fun. That's cool. You got to do that. So where did you go? You went to Texas with the Muddy Feet guy.
Yeah, I went to Kansas, Texas. Well, I'm here in Ohio
Did you
now.
fly or drive?
I drove everywhere.
Cool.
I went to Florida, Alabama.
You didn't see the ocean in
Georgia.
Florida?
No, I was in Apopka, Florida,
That's
at a
funny.
race car shop.
That's
so,
cool.
Which is kind of in the middle, a little north. So no, I haven't seen the ocean.
How'd you
yet.
plan that? Did you put something out saying that you wanted to do that?
Yep. So as the channel grew, I had to make plans for the winter because I saw that
Yeah.
I was going to have to keep this thing going.
Right.
It was starting to get some legs. So I bought the truck, made the plans, and then I made a couple videos basically to business owners across the country
Yeah.
that would want me to come out, hang out with them, make a video, promote their channel, maybe give them some encouragement.
Cool.
And I received about 400 emails
That's funny.
from business
that's awesome.
owners across the country.
Wow. Very
So,
cool.
so I could just kind of pick and I felt bad almost because I couldn't get back to almost
Yeah.
all of them. But I had a big pool of guys
Mm-hmm.
to work with, and when I wanted to go to a state, I would just type
Yeah.
it in the search engine in my email and give them a call, and then
Oh,
away,
that's funny.
away I went. People think I had like the whole winter planned. I really didn't, man.
Yeah.
I was like flying
Oh,
by the
that
seat
is
of my
cool.
pants.
That's neat. That's really cool. You have to come to Virginia, and Landon can take you hunting while you're there.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I didn't go east at all.
Okay.
So I need to get out there for sure next winter. And you guys have inside work, so that would work out perfect.
Yeah, that'd be great.
If you guys
We
have
do,
an
yep.
inside floor, I'd like to hook up with you guys.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, cool. Any other questions you think?
No, I just think I just love the story.
I do too.
I think I just think we struggle a lot, and to just step into. I struggle with. Tim's always on me. He's like, just record, just record. And I'm like,
I already have the YouTube. We already have the name for his channel. It's going to be Landon Grinds because he does a lot of grinding
Just grind
concrete. Landon
concrete.
Grinds. So he just won't. We got to get him to do it though, just to like.
but there's something about people just hearing vacuums run all day. I don't know how that would be good.
Yeah, man, that's what time lapse and music is for, dude. Yes, sir.
That's right.
That's fine.
Yes.
So, I guess another thing I'm really impressed about. I know we're kind of wrapping up, but I just want to ask you about this one thing. Was that I really don't like to talk about YouTube to people that I know on a personal level at home that don't know me from
He
work.
really struggles with this.
I really struggle
Yeah.
with like people saying, "Oh, you have a YouTube channel," like just like imposter syndrome type thing, you know? You just did it and didn't care. Obviously, you put it on your truck. You didn't care.
Yeah. So I like I said, the purpose of the channel wasn't to advertise my business. My
Yeah.
channel's kind of goofy. You know what I mean? We're joking around. I got guys, I have to blur out stuff, and
Yeah.
it's kind of silly because it's entertainment. I didn't build a channel to
Yeah.
advertise to potential customers my work because I didn't really need that type of I have
Yeah.
enough
Right.
work. I always have. So that was kind of the goal. So talking about it with family was more natural, and the only thing that was a little difficult for me is that all the family gatherings, that's all anybody ever wants to talk about with me.
Yeah.
They only want to talk
That's exactly
about
what
my
I'm talking
YouTube
about.
channel.
I don't want to do that.
So that got a little old. It still does. I don't mind it, because it's conversation that you might not have had otherwise. But
Yeah.
it's a little hard. It's a little hard sometimes.
So you just deal with it.
Yeah.
No advice. Just deal with it.
Yeah. No advice, man. It's like just change the topic.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it gets old. Like talking about yourself. I know what you're saying. Like, okay, I'm kind of tired of talking about myself.
That's right.
I hear my voice all the time. I'm editing my own videos.
Yeah.
I'm seeing myself, on video constantly. It gets a little, it wears on you a little bit. That's enough about me. Let's talk about you.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. All right, so we're back.
We lost audio for a minute there. So you were saying something about this panel.
Yeah, we're about to be on this panel, which is about social media, advertising. for concrete, which is, I think it's a total. I don't know if it's ever been done. Maybe, maybe. But I was encouraged by you last night. But you said you just encouraging so many other people to get into it. It's right there. It's right there. Just do it.
It is,
You
man.
know?
Social media right now for our industry, because like we were talking about last night, a lot of guys here, and I did too, just up until a couple of years ago, we have a real old school mentality.
Right.
We've always done things the same way, and
Yes.
we ain't changing. But social media, like 2 years ago, I wasn't even on Facebook. No social media. I didn't like social media. Didn't think I needed it. But then once COVID hit, I got nervous like everybody else when it first hit.
Yeah.
Like, man, I need people to know who I am. I need to get myself out there more. I really been slacking. So I jumped into social media 2 years ago with Facebook, Instagram, and recently TikTok. Last year, TikTok, YouTube, obviously. And I've realized that like social media has incredible potential for the concrete industry.
Yep.
Guys are really missing out, getting their name out there, getting to be known. You can get yourself known across the country. If you focus on a couple platforms, you can get yourself known across the country in a matter of months. People will know who you are. And guys aren't doing it. It's like I told one of you guys last night on TikTok, there's a small handful of guys that do concrete work. And the guys that are on there, some aren't very good.
Yeah.
If you're a good quality contractor and you want to jump on, man, jump on. There's a huge open door and massive potential. You can take it as far as you want. You really can.
Yeah, and I love too. People are calling us because they need help, and I love that because it's like you can just take the knowledge. Because lots of times we struggle by ourselves early on. We had some help, some different people, but a lot of the time you struggle yourself with. And a guy called me from Utah yesterday. We just talked about. I was struggling with his floor. I love that because he can give back, and just like you said, all those relationships get a little bit closer. And
So last night you said you haven't found that you get a lot of work from YouTube, but your customers know that you're a YouTuber, I'm sure.
Yeah. I think it definitely helps, and I've gotten some pretty big jobs off YouTube. And when people call me out, they've seen my channel, they're basically decided that they're going to hire me before I even show up.
Yeah.
Sure.
And there are a lot of customers that don't even mention they watch my channel, but they hire me anyway. So there is some influence that I don't even know about. And I put my customers on the videos.
Yeah.
And I'll ask them beforehand, you want to be on the video? There's only been one that didn't want to be on the video.
Yeah.
They love it. They love to
That's
watch
awesome.
themselves. They have fun.
That's cool.
That's
you
cool.
know, and it's been a blast. And just going back to what you just said about helping people, man, I get the same thing all the time. Constant emails, guys asking questions about concrete. A lot of young guys getting into the business really have I guess inspired some people to go into business even locally. And just the young guys just reaching out, needing help with bidding or general concrete questions, ordering concrete mixes and all that stuff. It's a lot of fun for me to be able to help, and knowing that these guys kind of looked to me to start a business. I'm like, man, that feels pretty good.
That's awesome.
You know what I mean? It feels good to help other people. I love it. It's a big part of the channel too.
Yeah.
Helping people out whenever you can.
That's the right type of influence. That social media.
Right. Yeah.
There's a lot of
'Cause
negative influence.
It sure is. Yeah, I mentioned TikTok, and a lot of people, and I did this too, they just roll their eyes like TikTok, like, well, you know what's on TikTok. I know what's on TikTok. It is like, there's a massive amount of garbage on TikTok.
There is, yeah.
However, there's a whole nother side where you can take it seriously, where you can build a brand, where you can build a business, and it's really easy comparatively to build a following.
Yep, it is.
It really is.
It really is. I found on TikTok there's a little button that you can push there when something comes up that's garbage, and you can put not interested. Have you noticed that?
No, but I'm going to look for it.
So there's a button you put not interested, and TikTok learns you. So now when I get on there, it shows me. It shows me mostly videos of people getting hurt because I think that's funny, and it also knows that I really like the concrete and coating stuff, though. So it always is showing me what other people are doing.
Yep,
I mean, it doesn't have to be like this garbage thing if you make an effort, a little bit of effort.
As you flip through TikToks, the algorithm will adjust your feed and tailor it just because it knows what you like to see. So it'll tailor it just to you. But even so, even in my feed, I'll still get garbage.
Oh yeah.
But I didn't know about that button. I'm going to try it like today.
Yeah. Well, cool.
I try not to play around. Honestly, I don't really play around on TikTok too much because it can be just mindless hours of nothing.
All of a sudden, you lose
completely
an hour
wasted
a day.
time.
All of a sudden, an hour is gone.
And I definitely don't want to encourage that for anybody.
Yeah. Well, cool. Anything else?
No, I think this has been great. Exactly what we wanted.
Yeah.
So you want to take us out? How do we do it?
This is your show, guys. You got to do the outro.
Has this been easy money?
Hasn't been easy money. I don't know. You haven't paid me a dime.
That's right. That's coming next time.
There you go. If this podcast gets a million downloads, I expect a little money.
Well, now that we've had you on here, it'll be easy money.
Yeah,
going forward.
yeah, right.
Love it.
So no, it's been fun.
Cool.
Thanks, man.
Thanks for doing it.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Yep.
All right.
Perfect.